Who could die in The Mandalorian Season 2? Well, Season 1 certainly showed us that creator Jon Favreau isn't afraid to kill off characters. With both the Ugnaught Kuiil and IG-11 both sacrificing themselves for the child, we can certainly expect to lose more great characters in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Certainly there will be new characters in Season 2 that might die, but what about those Season 1 characters that we've all come to love? Well, let's get into some predictions. And I think a great place to start is Greef Karga. And that's because I'm predicting Greef is going to die. Why exactly, you ask? Well, I believe in Season 3 we're going to see Din Djarin moving far beyond the Guild of Bounty Hunters. If this character is going to evolve, and if this series is going to evolve, then it has to move beyond that. And I think Jon Favreau will kill off Greef, and his death will be part of Din Djarin moving beyond his old life. Don't get me wrong, I like Carl Weathers, I think he does a great job with the character, and I'd love to see more from him. That said, I think Karga will get a proper hero's death, and like IG-11 and Kuiil, it will be defending Baby Yoda and helping his friend Din Djarin. And speaking of Din Djarin, I think he might lose a hand, but it certainly doesn't make sense to kill off your main character, especially not one so popular. So I believe we will see the Mandalorian himself evolving into a great hero over several seasons. And the good news is, at the moment, there's a rumor floating around that there is a plan for 5 seasons total. That said, let's talk Moff Gideon. Now, in Season 1, Gideon was revealed to be the mysterious former Imperial behind the mysterious man known only as the Client. The Moff is currently the person that holds the Darksaber, a special Mandalorian artifact, and he is responsible for the destruction of the Mandalorian homeworld, or at least scattering most of the people. In the eyes of the Mandalorian people, this guy needs to be killed in honorable combat, so that the blade can be returned to the Mandalorians and they can have revenge on him for almost destroying their way of life. So that said, it's probably not a surprise that I think he's going to die in Season 2. And hey, who better to kill him than the Mandalorian himself? Now, certainly I could also see this happening in Season 3, but I think the ending of Season 2 makes the most sense at the moment. Which brings me back to another hero in our story, and that is the kick-ass Cara Dune. Will she die in Season 2? She certainly could have a hero's death like Greef, but then that would just potentially leave the Mandalorian and the child left surviving from Season 1. So I believe Cara is going to live on into Season 3. I mean, this character has a lot of potential. Is there more to her past than she has shared? Maybe there is, and she certainly seems to have lots of scars from the Galactic Civil War. So hey, personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing this character develop. Likewise, I'm looking forward to seeing Gina Carano develop as an actress and get even deeper into this role. And this just leaves the child, and while we all know that Disney and Mr. Favreau would be crazy to kill off the child, I certainly can't see him sticking around forever. The child really does two things. He looks cute, and he uses his force powers to get Din Djarin out of trouble. How does he evolve from that? I'm not really sure, but I think that he could be returned to his parents in Season 2 or 3, and the Mandalorian will move on to another mission, other than protecting dear Baby Yoda. Otherwise, these seasons are going to get very repetitive. That said, I've been wrong in the past, and I might be wrong now, but hey, you shouldn't take any of this speculation too seriously. But now that I've said that, let's chat about Boba Fett and Ahsoka Tano. Both of these epic characters definitely have some strong rumors that they're going to be in Season 2. Do I think that either of them will end up being killed off? Well, Ahsoka Tano is definitely a character that is beloved of the Star Wars fandom, and to see her killed off, well, actually I just can't see that. Not to mention there's rumors out there that she might get her own actual spin-off series. So that just leaves Boba Fett. Could he be killed off in The Mandalorian if he makes his return? And I'm not really sure if I want Boba Fett to make a return, but it could be interesting if it wasn't actually the Boba Fett, but it was somebody impersonating Boba Fett. And in the first part of the season, Boba Fett is hunting down Baby Yoda and Din Djarin, and in the end, Din Djarin takes out Boba Fett. I can definitely see that happening, but again, I'm not really big on Boba Fett being in this series. I think his story belongs in the past, because really the Mandalorian is Boba Fett 2.0. But again, I could be totally wrong. This is just all some speculation. That said, I'm Mike, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.